When Jacqueline Bisset, now 81, finally revealed what she truly thinks of Steve McQueen, the confession sent ripples through Hollywood and among fans who long suspected there was more to their working relationship than the polished public image suggested, because for decades Jacqueline had chosen silence when asked about her time opposite McQueen, deflecting questions with charm and diplomacy. But now, with the distance of time and the clarity of age, she admitted the truth about the king of cool that many had guessed but few had ever confirmed. McQueen, celebrated for his rugged masculinity, rebellious aura, and unforgettable roles in films like Bullitt and The Great Escape, was both magnetic and deeply complicated, and Jacqueline confessed that while his screen presence was undeniably electrifying, behind the scenes, he was far more unpredictable, equal parts intoxicating and exhausting to be around. She described McQueen as a man who could command a room with just a look, his charisma almost overwhelming, but who also carried within him a restlessness and volatility that often made those closest to him uneasy. And Bisset revealed that she saw both the vulnerable man searching for connection and the unpredictable star who often pushed people away with his mood swings and mistrust. She admitted that while she admired his incredible work ethic and fearless dedication to his craft, she also struggled with the way he guarded himself emotionally, rarely allowing anyone, even those he worked intimately with, to fully break through his carefully constructed armor. Bisset also revealed that McQueen's obsession with control and his tendency to challenge authority made working with him both exhilarating and difficult. And she confessed there were moments on set when his perfectionism clashed with directors and even with her, as he demanded absolute authenticity from every scene. Yet, despite the challenges, Bisset's voice carried both admiration and melancholy as she spoke, because she acknowledged that McQueen's rebelliousness, which could be maddening, was also the very quality that made him unforgettable, the spark that set him apart from all his contemporaries. She described him as a man who was always at war with himself, someone who feared vulnerability but craved it, someone who projected strength but carried wounds he never wanted the world to see. In her words, McQueen was not the untouchable icon people worshipped, but rather a deeply human man whose contradictions made him both extraordinary and tragic. Jacqueline also admitted that she often wondered what kind of man McQueen would have become if he had lived longer, if time would have softened his edges and allowed him the peace that seemed to constantly elude him. And her reflection brought a bittersweet tone to her revelation, as she emphasized that while she admired him, she also pitied the way he was never fully able to escape his demons. Finally, Bisset made it clear that despite everything, the mood swings, the conflicts, the unpredictability, she would never forget the way McQueen challenged her as an actress, forced her to dig deeper, and showed her what it truly meant to commit to a role with every fiber of one's being. For Jacqueline, the truth about Steve McQueen is that he was both a gift and a burden, a man whose brilliance was inseparable from his flaws. And in revealing this, she reminded the world that even legends are human, and that sometimes the people we admire most leave behind legacies that are as heartbreaking as they are inspiring.